Hey, diecast fans and collectors. Today I got a little bit of a weird video for you. Because I wanted to tell you guys, something big is gonna happen tomorrow. Hopefully it works out for me. As you guys know, here and there in different videos I've been talking about, I'm trying to get into a program that is going to help me get a job. Well, this program's not just going to help me get a job, they're going to help me get my car license. And you might be like, why do you need help getting that? Well, I've tried in the past a few times, and I've always gotten bad driving instructors that lie and say I did things I didn't or whatever. There's a lot of weird things that happened when I tried to get my license. And over time, as like my blood sugar crashes and stuff, it makes me feel like really awful, like lightheaded and sick and stuff. And I don't feel comfortable driving something so large when I know there's smaller vehicles that I would feel more comfortable driving because of, well, my condition. That's why I drive that little car, because it's very tiny and I can drive it very slow if I start not feeling right at going higher speeds and stuff like that. For some reason, when I'm in something small, it's not as much of a problem for me as when I'm in something big. When I'm in something big, I could maybe like weave a little bit to the side too much or something. It it's weird. I have like I don't know how to explain it, but my blood sugar, the way it crashes sometimes and stuff, when your blood sugar crashes a lot sometimes, or even just once, some of you out there might not even have diabetes, but you may have the same side effects I do. It's called hypoglycemia. When you have that, sometimes you lose like 100% of your function of like how you normally would behave and act. And I'd be like one of those people on the road that'd be driving extremely slow. I would not be going the speed limit if I had a car, because I don't feel comfortable going that fast with something that large with my condition. But motorcycles, yeah, I feel comfortable going fast with those. I don't think I will ever in my life, if I get a motorcycle, take it on the highway ever. I just don't feel my condition I should be driving that fast. I really don't want to go over 60 with my motorcycle. And on my highways where I live, I think the speed limit is 70 or 80 or something, and I don't want to do that. There's not a lot of roads I drive on anyways that, like, I like taking back roads mostly, and a lot of those don't go over 50. Some of them are like 45 and stuff, and I've driven a moped 45 before. I used to have an illegal moped when I was younger that went way over the speed limit, and I don't know what was with it, but my dad gave it to me, and he bought it, and the thing was stupid fast. But yeah, and also my Unirail goes like 30, and I'm pretty comfortable driving that. And there are different motorcycles you can get that have larger tires and stuff, and I feel more comfortable going faster the larger my tires are. But videos might be kind of weird on the channel for a while. If I don't get in this program, or if I get in this program, then nothing's really gonna probably change that much. I mean, our scenery in the background might change, because if I get a job driving my motorcycle and delivering food or whatever, I'm gonna start making enough money to where I'm not gonna live in the place I currently live anymore. Because I do not like living where I currently live. I miss my apartment very much, my trailer, a lot of the places I had. But if I get my car license, or sorry, if I don't get in this program, I'm going to make a drastic decision. I think I'm gonna leave. And I don't mean this channel. I mean, I'm gonna leave everything I own behind and just go. I'm thinking of just leaving and going to Ohio, maybe Ohio, because I seen in Ohio. I live in a state that's really dumb. Okay, I live in Michigan, and Michigan is dumb because you have to get a car license before you can get a motorcycle license. This is dumb. I don't know why this is a law. I don't know why. There's other states that you don't. For instance, Ohio. That's why I think I said I'm going to Ohio. You can get a motorcycle only license, and that's what I'm after. Because if I can get a motorcycle license, I can get a job using my motorcycle. And you might be like, well, what if it gets cold? I'll get a 3-wheel motorcycle and put a roof on it like my car. Or I'll get a car that is like that, that's considered a motorcycle, because I think they do make faster ones that are motorcycles like that car. Or I might just get like a Can-Am Spider or something. I don't know. I think they make those enclosed. I don't know, but yeah. I just want to do something to where I don't have to live where I currently live anymore, and I don't have to not eat as well as I should and things. And some people are probably like, well, don't buy so many die casts. That doesn't necessarily work, because the fact that I don't have those things that I'm mentioning, like I don't have a job and stuff, I don't know, it's like I kind of force myself to go out and ride my bike to give myself a reason to do something. Like why, my wife is at work. I give myself a reason to go out, and that's why I'm always coming up with new cars, because I go out on my bike almost 3-4 times a week, and I look for aftermarket cars, and that's why I'm always coming up with new big bunches of cars. You guys are probably like all the time, like, how do you get all the cars you get? Because I don't stop looking for them. I don't know what else to do with my time while my wife is at work. And I've tried doing my art, like my custom cars and other things I do art with, and I've tried making a business out of it. It didn't work. I'm no pro anyway, but I tried charging cheap prices for my cars. They only wanted like $15 or $10 for a custom Hot Wheel, which is pretty cheap, I feel. Especially with the amount of work that they take to make sometimes. And the amount of annoyance they can be too. You get one chip, you gotta start the whole car over again. But I don't know. I don't really like making a video like this on this channel. I just feel like this community has become large enough that I don't just want to disappear and not let you guys know what's going on. Because like I've said 50 times, 100 times on this channel, I originally just made this channel to keep track of my own collection. Like, if you noticed the videos in the beginning, I didn't really say anything. I just kind of showed a car and put some music with it. It was more for me to keep track of my collection and what I was buying. And I used to have another channel too that I did that on, and then I lost the account to that one, and like that one didn't have any subscribers. I privated that one out. I was thinking about privating this one, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know what if, I could make my channel big and I could make it my job or something, I'm always trying to think about ways to help out my wife, because I hate that she makes all of our money and I basically do nothing. And it actually really hurts my feelings sometimes. But you guys may remember that one time I was like, like when I bought the Zamax set and stuff, I was like, I got money. I did. I cleaned off somebody's roof and they gave me way more than I feel like it was worth. And I'll have little things like that where I'll get lucky because I advertise on my backpack and sometimes and things like that. And I just give random people my phone number and stuff. And I've gotten some dumb phone calls because of that. But, I do everything I can to try to do something with my life. And this program that I'm going to try to get in tomorrow is literally my last hope at doing something. And if this doesn't work, I don't know. I I think I'm just going to leave everything. Not my childhood cars. Those are going to go in a case and be brung with me. But I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't want to live like this anymore, and the amount of funds I can save up if I don't buy my diecast is not enough that I can get a different environment to live in. It's not enough that I can, you know, change things really. So I'm like, why stop buying the cars? You know, they bring me a little bit of happiness here and there on the bad days and stuff. So, you know, it's not enough to put away to make stuff change and stuff. So I don't know, but wish me luck that I get in my program tomorrow. I've been pushing myself really hard these last couple weeks. I've been going out riding my mountain bikes. I've been lifting these crates down here. I've been just doing stuff to make my blood sugar act up like I need it to on my test for my assessment to get in this program. Um, and it might sound like I'm trying to do it on purpose, I mean, is it really doing it on purpose though? Because should I be crashing out like where I have to eat like 100 carbs to get my blood sugar under control? If you don't have diabetes, you probably don't even understand what I'm talking about. But that is a lot of carbs. You're only supposed to eat 15 when you're low. But I crash out to the point where I got to eat 100 when I do like just too much stuff. And I went on a 5 mile bike ride the last couple days. You know, come down here, move these crates around. They're pretty heavy. Um, and things, you know, that's just normal everyday stuff. Why? Why is that like rigging it? That shouldn't be rigging it. That's just normal stuff people can do, and it's making my blood sugar act up. So even though I'm kind of causing it to do it, I don't feel like I'm lying because, you know, that's just something someone my age should be able to do. I'm not even 30 yet, and I can't go on a 5 mile bike ride. I can't pick up these probably 50-pound crates. There's die-cast cars in here. This is how I store my collection, by the way, if you guys didn't know. You know, real quick, if you haven't seen how I do this, I'll just give you guys a little sneak peek real quick. So, this is how all the cars that we see on the channel that I don't have doubles of, if I have doubles, they go in my doubles or my customs or whatever, which those are upstairs and those are just all loose. Those don't get bagged and stuff. But how I do my cars is, if you see this bag, this is my Aston Martins. This is, I think, Aston Martin. I'm starting to label them again. I bought a marker. Finally, after like 4 years of losing my other one, I didn't want to pay for another one. These are my Teslas, and that's all Teslas in there. And you're like, oh no, they're getting banged up. No, they're not actually, because each and every single one of those cars in that bag is in its own bag as well. So I have, keep this in mind, guys, I have right now in these crates, so these are my semi-trucks, licensed semi-trucks. These are my Chevy pickup trucks, any Chevy vehicle that's a truck. These are my Ford trucks. These are my Chevy vehicles and Corvettes. The Corvettes used to have their own crate like this, but I gave it to another thing because I needed a crate and I didn't have the money to get another one at the time, and I need to get another one, but right now it's just not something that's in the plan. These are all my Fords, so Mustangs, everything are in there. That's all the Ford cars. And this right here is Chevelles, Camaros, things of that nature. And these ones I've lost track of because they've been redone so many times. These are like Aston Martins, things of that nature. I think these are Dodges, Ferraris, Hondas, things like that. These are a bunch of random cars that don't have many different types of their self. These down here are like Mini Coopers, Land Rovers, Volkswagen. There's one more type in there too. I can't think of what it is right now. But you might be like, well, how do you remember? Well, on my phone, I have them sorted in folders, and they're sorted by these crates. So what's in this crate is in a folder, and then the bags are in another folder inside that folder. And it's really easy, actually, to find any car you want in my collection because of how I sort them. So right here, we got these are the Dodge trucks, Jeeps, Hummers, things of that nature. And then these are my wife's antique cars. She gets those in their own box. There are licensed ones in there and stuff. These are, I forgot I recently did this one. Oh, okay, those are my wife's Mario Karts and stuff like that. And these are all fantasy cars over here. That right here, I'll show you guys this. Look how big my police fleet is. Check this out. These are all my police cars, dude. These are all police vehicles. All of these are police vehicles. Look at how many are in here. There are probably, I think there's over 500 police vehicles in there. And yes, those ones I did the meme of, the Nissans, those are in there. All of them are in there. So yeah, we got all that. Them are the police vehicles, and then under that you got the fire and rescue. I have a lot of bottles down here because throughout the winter they started piling up. I drink a lot of pop every week. And then, you know, we got the construction there and motorcycles, quads, things of that nature. There's a lot of stuff, and it looks kind of like, you don't, like, it looks like a big mess. Like those someday, I want to get those in crates too. Those are my old cars from my old channel where I used to do videos with action figures and stuff, which is gone off the internet, no longer exists. COPPA scared me and made me take it down. Yeah. That is how the cars get sorted. And this right here is a car. It's not even documented because this is one I got in a lot when I bought. This was a premium that someone stripped, and I don't really know what to do with it because it doesn't have wheels, it doesn't have window, it needs parts. I keep it around because if I ever find the parts, it just kind of lays around down here. Whenever I need to move it, I move it. But whenever I find the parts for it, I'll probably put it back together and put it in the collection. So if I ever get another Datsun like this, or if I find a car that has wheels like this that I have a double of that I can pop on this, and I can get a Datsun window inside of this, or Nissan, whatever one that one is, I always get those two mixed up. I'll put that in the collection because that was a premium, and I hate premiums. Like I said, I don't like premium Hot Wheels because I think they're overpriced. But hey, if I get them for a good price, I do like them. They're cool. I just don't like the price they cost, and that might be because, well, I don't have a job. That's probably a lot of it why I get mad that things cost so much money, because I don't have a ton of money. I would if I had a job, because I don't pay car insurance, gas, anything like that. And that's why I live that kind of lifestyle, because I'd rather have money to go out and eat and, you know, enjoy my hobbies and things like that. And if I get a motorcycle, if you're wondering, yes, I'm getting an electric one. Yes, I know I have to get stupid insurance on it, but motorcycle insurance is awful. And like the amount of gas I won't be putting in it, that's still saving a good chunk of money. I'm gonna get an electric one because I'm sorry, I know a lot of you guys out here on this channel like gas. I know you do, and that's cool if you guys like gas. If you guys want to fix stuff that's wrong with gas vehicles, be my guest. But the thing that I depend on to get me from point A to point B, I want that thing to get me there and back with not having me have to turn on my flashers and park on the side of the road. And my electric vehicles do that. They never leave me stranded. The only time they ever leave me stranded is if they die. And, you know, as you drive it more, you realize what it can and cannot do. And, you know, the motorcycles too are cool because they charge up a lot faster. I think electric motorcycle takes like an hour and a half to charge versus my car or my bikes, which take about 8 hours for each battery. Not the car. The car charges in like 8 hours fully. But the bikes, I have 3 batteries for my Unirail. My Monster Range bike, yeah, that bike has 4 batteries, not 3, 4. And each one of those batteries takes about 6 hours to charge. So you're talking 24 hours to charge that whole bike. Yeah, not waiting 24 hours to charge my whole bike, bro. I mean, if I bought 3 other chargers, I could charge it in 6 hours, but I'm not paying $150 for 3 more chargers when, again, Unirail, I got something to say about them. The charger they sent me as a replacement, because my old one overheated. The new one is overheating now. It's getting hot, so I have to really watch it and make sure it does not catch on fire like my last one. So that's nice. So Unirail, thanks for building a crap charger. Really, thanks. I'm gonna look into another charger brand that might be able to charge that battery. I'm gonna go to a couple of different electrical places, like, yo, can I use this for this instead? I'm gonna get a new charger for the Unirail. I do not trust their company's charger. I don't even know how it's certified with that thing, because, or is it? Is it even certified? I don't know. I don't think I've ever read the bottom of it, but that thing gets hot, and it's junk. That the Unirail's charger is junk. Don't buy one of those chargers. They're junk. And you know what really made me mad is when it caught on fire, they couldn't even send me the premium charger. They sent me the cheap one, so that was nice. Oh, and they finally gave me the derailleur too. But I just wanted to make this video to kind of update you guys on, you know, if I'm gone for a little bit, because while I'm out on the road, I'm not going to be buying cars. I'm going to see if maybe I can talk to somebody and find a place to put these crates. I might be able to put them at my mother-in-law's until I find a better situation, because I want to mainly keep my die casts and my 124 scales for later when things get better. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I know those are going to have to be left behind. I really don't have room for all those. Maybe not the Ferrari, though. I might find a place for the Ferrari. That's a radio-controlled car, by the way. Yeah. I just want to make this video because, I don't know. I feel like once I get a little community, I kind of like to let you guys know what's going on. Like, I don't like to just, like, up and leave like I did my Micro Machine channel. I just abandoned that because I just didn't want to mess with the Micro Machine community anymore. There are a lot of not very nice people in that community, and the new ones just, they were a failure. If Jazzwares would have done them better, they could have still been around today, and I probably would be buying them instead of Hot Wheels because they take up less room, and that's why I was buying them for a while, because it's like, oh cool, these are coming back, because you can fit about, let's see, probably these 8 crates right here of Micro Machines, right? So if the cars were smaller, right? Micro Machines. You could fit these in one of those if they were Micro Machines. That's what you could do. And that would drastically change storage. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to continue pushing myself throughout the day. My blood's going to crash and stuff, but I got to get it to act up tomorrow, so, you know, I can't just take her easy, because if I take her easy, it's not going to act up. That's why I take it easy a lot, because then my blood doesn't act up. But you guys still hear it sometimes in the video. It still does, but it doesn't crash to like 40 or 50 or whatever. But if I do a lot, it will, and I got to keep, like, I got to keep going to Dollar Tree and buy me a package of chocolate chip cookies, buying bananas. Just, I eat a lot of food throughout the day, even though I don't eat properly, because I don't really know how to cook, and I don't really have a good place to cook. Our kitchen is trashed, and I don't even use it. I built my own kitchen on the other side of the house, and my microwave burnt out, and I just haven't wanted to buy a new one. Whenever something breaks, it takes me forever to buy a new one, because I'm like, dude, I hate buying new stuff when stuff breaks, and I just will not replace it for like years. Just like I said with this, my marker stopped working that I labeled my crates in my bags with, and this is like, what, $1 or something, and it took me 3 years to buy another one. I just had like extra money in my wallet, and I was like, I don't know what to do, and it was in front of me. I was like, oh, I need a marker, I'll buy it. So if I ever have an extra little bit of money laying around and I see a microwave, I'll probably buy a microwave, but until then, I'm just going to continue using our weird stove thing. So it's probably better for you anyway. Microwaves aren't the best thing, but microwaves are the only thing I know how to cook in. Give me anything else and I'll burn the crap out of it. Even the microwave, sometimes I'll burn the crap out of it. But we won't get into how bad I am at cooking on this channel. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know, you know, what's going on. You know, if videos aren't out for a while, you know, that's what's going on. And I'm really sorry too, guys. I had a bunch of off-brand videos and I lost them. A lot of my AliExpress cars, I already put them away because they were piling up too much and I couldn't re-record the video because I needed the space for the cases. Because now that I buy the cases, cars pile up fast. Speaking of cases, an end case is on the way in the mail right now. And it'll be here in like 2-3 days. I bought an end case. That's why I didn't buy any of the cars in the video this week when I went to... you guys will see the vlog later this week. I saw an M case at Walmart and I got a couple of Zamax out of it, and that's all I bought. But yeah. But anyways, guys, if you watched this whole video, thank you. I'm sorry, I know you guys aren't my counselors or whatever, and I kind of ranted about some stuff I probably shouldn't have. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. Because I do like our little community here. I love racing cars for you guys. I love showing off the cars to you guys. I love it when I find obscure stuff that I can show. I love showing obscure stuff that nobody knows about. That is my favorite thing in the whole world to do. I love finding weird toy cars. It's like, what is this or whatever. Oh, that was my landlord. I gotta pay half of my rent because I can only afford half of it right now. But anyways, I will catch you guys later. I literally have a package coming in the mail today of cars I bought. I literally bought this lot for one car. I bought it for a Suzuka, a very pretty blue one. So, yeah. I will be back. Probably not with that today, but yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.